Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at the Free Comic Book Day Avengers and Captain America issue. Now these are two stories in one, so you get a little bit of extra value for free. So this Avengers story we'll start with was by Jason Aaron, Sarah Pichelli, and Justin Ponzer. Sorry, I'm sure I butchered that one. Now, I do like the cover for the Avengers one and the Captain America. I thought they were both pretty cool. Then we get into the issue, and most of the story focuses around Odin talking to Black Panther. And I thought that was really interesting. It was actually really well done. And it was a fun conversation. I don't like this Avengers 1 million BC thing. I think it's really, really childish and dumb. But overall, I thought it tied in everything pretty well. And the only complaint I really had was that Loki looks really stupid. Like, really stupid. Like how one of these Tumblr kids would draw Loki. Otherwise, the art was good except for Loki. I think they're really doing a disservice to the concept of Loki by the way they're drawing him, by making him almost like a joke, a hipster joke on top of that. It's not even a funny one, just an ironic one that weirdos and idiots find funny. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good story. It was really just kind of a we need to work together kind of story. We had a little conversation with Loki in there that was pretty cool. But overall, it was really well written, I thought, and handled very well. Now, the Captain America one, on the other hand, I did have an issue with. Now, the art on Captain America is actually really good. I'm not familiar with this artist, because this is written by Ta-Nahisi Coates. Pencils were by Lanil Francis Yu. Inker was Jerry Angulin. I'm sorry, I'm sure I'm getting that one wrong. And color artist was Sonny Gao. Letters by VC's Corey Petit. And the Avengers was written by Jason Aaron. Pencils by Sarah Pichelli. Inkers by Sarah Pichelli with Elizabeta D'Amico. And color artist was Jason Posner. Letter was VC's Corey Petit. So there, better late than never. Alright, so we have Captain America looking down on Hydra supporters and what are clearly Antifa pastiche. So alt-right Nazis and Antifa. So that's dumb. There's a lot of boring stuff. Some lady who does a bunch of political rhetoric, blathering, and then we've got like some throwback shots of the Romanovs, and then I'm guessing she's Soviet because we got the Romanovs, and then we've got like some protesters with what looks like a Russian banner, and then some Russians and GIs working together. And she says, "You and I were allies once, revolutionary allies." And that looks like an obvious World War II or image to me. So I'm guessing she's Russian. And then Nuke shows up and starts mowing everyone down. That happens. And then Cap's got to fight him. That scene's drawn really well, and turns out she's got a bunch of Nuke clothes, and they keep saying "our boys." I don't know what that means. Then we've got a shot of Thaddeus Ross for some reason. Then we've got what looks like Norman Osborn looking like William H. Macy, some sort of cult, and a bunch of business guys. I don't know. This was stupid. I'm not impressed so far with what I've seen of Ta-Nahisi Coates' run. Captain America's protecting a bunch of Antifas, so I guess he's siding with them in this. I don't know what's going on here. This story didn't even have it wasn't a complete story. It was like a tease for one. So I don't really know why this was part of Free Comic Book Day. And the dialogue is really weird because the lady is saying Captain America was right because America was right, and he was good because America was good. Sounds like that weird Hillary Clinton speech. And then so much has changed. The great wars are over. What are you really captain of? Blah blah. It's all relative. I don't know what that even is supposed to mean. Somebody's trying too hard to be intellectual here, and it just comes off as kind of smug and boring. It's not a story. It's just Captain America standing around. He doesn't even talk in the entire issue. That's stupid. So I think this is actually an excerpt from the first issue. I didn't care for it. I like the art. The art was beautifully done, but it really needed a better writer. I think Ta-Nahisi Coates is somebody that tries really hard to be very intellectual sounding without actually saying anything. That's what I'm getting from this. But overall, I'm really disappointed with the Captain America story. But the Avengers one actually inspired me to pick up issue 2. So I'm going to give that one a review. I think if they do more like they did with this free issue, the regular Avengers series could actually be pretty good. Yeah, I would say if you can find this cheap, pick it up for the Avengers story. Beyond that, Captain America's story really didn't inspire anything aside from being pretty. But I would get it for the art. I wouldn't pay more than $3 or $4 for it. And honestly, I'd pay about $1 for it. If you find it for more than that, I don't think you're really getting your money's worth. But that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. Be sure and hit like and subscribe, and we hope to see you on the next one.